All right, I think that we're live, guys. If you're here, let me know if you can hear the audio good. And we got a visual. Thank you in advance. How is everyone doing? I hope all is well with everyone. All right, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Danielle. Appreciate that. Okay. Perfect. All right. So today we are going to, hi, and thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I know we're late here. That's how we roll here. We're always at the certain hours of the day. But I know I see Danielle, thank you, Jenzy, and Brian, Mr. Taylor. Good to see you, and thanks for showing your love and support. I really appreciate that. I really do. Okay, now I haven't streamed in quite a little bit, like what, maybe a couple weeks or so. So I do know, if you're not consistent on YouTube, we fall off the algorithm just a little bit, but we will make our way, through everything, okay? So today is our Wednesday class, which we cover topics and subject matters on, the umbrella of personal development. So whether you're able to make it here for the class in this actual live stream, or if you're able to catch the replay, I think that it's still important and, significant that the information and the content that I'm delivering, that is really the key, right? So whenever you are consuming that information is going to be when you're supposed to, hear that message. So don't feel bad if you're not always able to make the live streams. I do know that most people like to be here for the live stream. I don't blame them. I would like to be here for a live stream as well. But don't feel bad or pressured if you're not able to make it during the actual, session itself. All right, guys? The important thing, as always, is that we come together for the betterment of the collective, for humanity, even for individual selves, right? We're here to strive for personal growth, continued expansion, and developing the ever ongoing process of developing ourselves, okay? So that is the most important thing to keep in mind on our Wednesday sessions, our class. All right, guys? So I prepared notes, and I also have some written notes. So I will be rolling through the information rather fluidly, all right? So if people come in when I'm kind of getting in my little flow or zone, guys, let's make sure we welcome them and let them know that we are not ignoring them or neglecting anyone. All right, guys? Okay. Let me get my notes. Where are my notes? Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. So before I get started, I want to at least check in with those who are here. How are you guys doing? Are you guys feeling all right? How are the energetics out there? Are things moving along for you? Do you feel any kind of stagnancy? Whatever comes up for you is true to your own experience, right? So I just like to give people just a brief moment to say or speak whatever's on their mind. So with that, I love our classes on Wednesday. If you're not part of our group, you're missing out. But I feel that we have a very special group of people that have come together with the common purpose to, strive for being an impact, impacting not just those around you, family and friends, but even your own life, So I'm honored to lead this for us, guys. Truly, I am. All right. So we're going to roll. All right. I'm going to take only a handful of breaks, if that at all. So I don't anticipate to be on here live for like an extended period of time. Okay. All right. So if we have no questions, I will get started, okay? Let me take a little drink because my mouth gets really dry. That is so wonderful. Brian, fantastic. That is beautiful. Definitely beautiful. I'm happy to hear that from you. Amazing. Okay. So let's get started. I'm going to start with, so I'll be reading from two places. I have notes in my note system. And of course I have like my written notes, guys. Y'all know me, the notes queen. The notes queen. All right. All right. So we're going to begin with the first segment here tonight. So if you've been with me for a while, then you know I talk about common themes like repetitively. Sometimes we learn that when we're hearing things, right? Because whenever we're at certain parts of our life or certain cycles, hearing it at different points in our experiences really make the difference. So in case you're ever wondering why sometimes you'll hear me repeat myself, there's always a method to my madness, I promise. Plus, you want to really reprogram your subconscious brain. So if you're being fed, positivity, enlightened information, where your soul is really being awoken, that's a beautiful blessing to have someone like me in your corner, reaffirming your own soul's inner truth, right? So, as you guys know, in life, we're going through, cycles and phases at all times. Certain cycles are shorter, certain ones are longer. Either way, we're all going through these phases, experiences in our own little soul's journey. And some cycles, I also call them like, maybe like, how cycles are cycles, and then phases could be like seasons. Or you can use the word interchangeably, however you feel to do so for yourself. But basically, excuse me, we have these seasons in our life where at one given point of time, you may have your attention more focused on a particular subject or area or, element of your life that you notice where most of your attention is going toward, an area of your life. Right? It may not always be the case given where you're at on your own journey. So it's good to recognize when we're in certain like seasons. Maybe you're in the season of building your own inner trust, right? Maybe you're in the season of, working and building on like love and romance for your life or partnerships or friendships. Maybe you're working on career. Maybe you're focused on creativity, or maybe you're just with family and friends, right? Again, only you will know what, season it is for you at this, point in time in your experience, in your journey. Okay. And the beautiful part is that we're all so uniquely individual, and none of us are going to be at the very same point at a given point in time. And we come together as a collective and we interact, right? And we meet and we intersect on these wavelengths, and we get to participate and exchange experiences, connections as a group, right? And I think that's pretty incredible to really consider when you think about all the many like facets of life that we encounter, right? So So within our cycles and our phases of life and these seasons that I talk about, we also have, cycles of where we're doing a lot of self-discovery. Certain cycles will be based upon maybe building, right? Whatever it might be for you at a given point in time. And in these cycles that we find ourselves in, right, we are really being pushed and tested to face our challenges, face our fears. We may have to endure, certain setbacks or certain obstacles that, we would not really want to have certain obstacles in our way of, say, if you're growing or you're building on something, or if you're focused on one area of your life. But we all can relate to having these hurdles to overcome, right? Even if you plan and plan and plan different things of your life, there's still going to be situations that come up for you that you could not possibly anticipate, right? So it's understandable and it's normal when things come out of left field and you're not really, thinking you'll experience X, Y, or Z, but there you are right in the midst of whatever it is for you at that point. So it's important that we still acknowledge we're on this soul's journey as individual people, right? And we will be tested, pushed to our limits. All kinds of things will come up, right, to challenge us. Will we rise to the occasion of being our best self, or will, maybe we stumble and fall sometimes too. And both are okay. Sometimes we rise to the occasion, sometimes we don't, right? The important part is when we don't rise to the occasion for our truest self, for our highest potential, it's important not to get stuck in feeling defeat and failure, because if you stay in those elements and those vibrational pieces, right? Because we're all frequency here, we're energetic, we're beings of energy. It can take you out of the game longer than you need to be out there. So when you are in tune with yourself and you have the self-awareness to acknowledge and know that, hey, I'm on this journey. I expect myself to fall down a lot of times. I also expect myself to rise to the occasion a lot of times. And when we fall down, making sure that we at least observe what happened, why we fell, and at least give it a fair viewpoint, give it a fair look. If we never take the time to look at why we fell, how we fell, could we have prevented it? Now, there are many things we cannot prevent. We are just going to fall down, right? But the key part here is, do you take the time to reflect back, right? And see where your pitfalls were, the weaknesses that we all have weaknesses, right? When we fall down, that's a great place to look at where we have certain patterns that show up time and time again for us. Did you hear me? Because sometimes we look at failure and we're not happy, we're not proud of ourselves for falling or for failing or feeling defeat. And we want to kind of either you want to wallow in it, but still not reflect on how you could have done it better or what really took place, or B, you're going to suppress the pain and just jump forward. Either way, those are still not good. You must still reflect on how it happened, what happened, so that you can be a better self going forward. Keep a notebook with you. Figure out where your own pitfalls are and see and recognize your own patterns of behaviors that take you away from your true growth. If we can ever see where we fall and how we fall, and we don't have the self-awareness to look at our life, then we will repeat these cycles forever, indefinitely, ongoingly. And who wants to do that? You're better than that. Nobody wants to stay in these cycles of friction or resistance, right? We're going to still meet resistance and friction on life journey, no matter what happens. But if we can minimize situations, or we can prevent, or we can have the self-awareness of, hey, I know when I come into situations like X, Y, or Z, my brain tells me, hey, I know I better be looking out for myself when I do this trait or that trait, or I always show up like this or like that to a situation. Let me be aware of how I am in present time, right? Taking control of your life and not being reactionary to whatever happens around you. Are y'all with me? Let me check in with the chat. We good, guys? Awesome. So, hey, Gingerlax mom. Good to see you, sweetie. Very good to see you. All right. So back to where we were at. Thank you, Danielle. Hi, Red Lotus. How are you? Good to see you. So we're going to continue on where we're at here, guys. Okay. So we have these cycles and phases of life that we are all experiencing, right? And it's important that we do enough self-introspection. That's separate from reflecting back on experiences. Introspection is when you take a deep dive and look at yourself from the inward, from the inside out, right? And consider what shows up for you, what kind of things continue to show up for you that could be blocking you, halting your growth, or could you even be creating your own obstacles and not even recognize that you may have playing a part to that disruption. So if we're not willing to take our own responsible measures to look inward, right, and take ownership of how we show up, then we can guarantee that we'll remain prisoner to our own fears and doubts and worries, right? We'll remain, shackled to things never going right for us, because it's that mindset that limits us and that restricts us from really who we're supposed to be, right? Because we're always becoming. We're always evolving. We're always healing. Those things never, ever end. They never end, right? And so it's important that we make these, we shift our perspective. We can call it paradigm shifting, where we look at life experiences that we do want to experience, and try to create, harmonious feelings within yourself, right? True happiness is when you feel at peace with your inner self. True happiness is when you feel at peace with who you are at your core, at the soul level. There's no money or people or relationships that could ever give that to you. You as an individual, a soul, will need to seek that inner harmony, that inner alignment, that balance within one's core self. From there is when you are your best self on the outside, but not until you are healed from the inside, okay? So we need to, review and reflect and go inward and introspect ourselves, okay? If you also feel yourself scattered with your energy, that's a good indication that you're not really being deliberate with really what you want in life. You may have convinced yourself that you do know what you want, but really you might need to take a hard look in the mirror and ask yourself if you really know what you want. Because when you know what you want, right, and it's an and what you want is in alignment with your core self, there's no disconnect. It's complete harmonious alignment. So we want to make sure that we are deliberate and intentional with how we place our energy, how we place our attention, our focus. If we don't have control, right, inner control or balance or harmony over our focus, you can expect yourself to feel all out of sorts, right? And we know that if you're spending a lot of time on TV, like, you know, the media, news, that can also take you off of balance too, guys, because of course we are hearing and being bombarded with, you know, news and media and all kinds of things, including politics too, all kinds of things. Nothing's off the limits here that take us off our balance. So I know with me, I don't let myself spend too much time on true crime because I know it becomes to a point, if I'm too vested there, I don't feel an alignment, you know. So I have to make sure I'm very intentional and deliberate with how I spend my time. If I want to be my best self and I'm committed to that, which I am, I got to take a hard look in the mirror and ask myself, where do I spend a majority of my time, and is it where I want it to be? And if it's not, you don't be upset with yourself, but you can change that. You can change that at any moment. Okay. Are you spending your time making true connections, authentic experiences, where you feel an integrity with yourself? Or do you find yourself wearing a mask and being who you think the world wants you to be at a given point in time? Only you will know how you show up to the world around you. No one will know it but you. And the most important thing is how you feel inside. It doesn't matter how the world perceives me, Katrina. Really, I'm focused on how I feel about me. That's where my strength comes from. That's where my inner confidence, I have a knowingness, I trust myself. And you each can trust yourself too when you go within and you find your center. And when you come from that place, your confidence will show up for you because you'll know. Too often, we don't want to trust ourselves. We would rather let everybody else tell us how we're supposed to feel, how we're supposed to think, or X, Y, and Z. And, you know, it's not a bad thing to get some opinions sometimes, but if you are basing your reality off other people's, millions of people's, certain people's perspectives, then you have lost yourself completely. You must find yourself again. Take the time to find yourself at the core level, at the soul level. Regain yourself. Anyone can do it. No one's ever too far lost. No one is. But we each have to want to know ourselves, trust ourselves, be ourselves. Are we all together still, guys? I want to just check in one more time. Hello, guys. All right. We're going to keep rolling, all right? Okay. And then for those who have been with us on this personal development class for several months now, you may remember about the blank canvas and the toolbox, okay? And the blank canvas is a great point to bring up right now because just like, you know, we just got done speaking about, we show up every day and we get to decide how we're going to create, arrange, what paints, what colors, what do we want it to look like? Now, I know sometimes this analogy could be a little overlooked or maybe dismissed. But the reality is, it's your life. And the only one who's going to do anything about it is you. We have the tools within ourselves if we take the time to know ourselves. But if we don't take the time to know who we are, then we can't possibly know the tools we got to work with, okay? And one thing I do want to share is that, we as individual people, we come into contact, we interact, our lives, they run parallel or they intersect, however it may be, but we come into people's lives for specific reasons. They could be small reasons, they could be insignificant ones, they could be really big ones, right? They could be neutral ones. Regardless, knowing that all of your experiences do have a purpose. They do. And it's important to recognize the really special people that come into your life at certain points, critical points. I call them crossroads, pivot points. When you have people who come in, right, who are there to help teach you or guide you or lead you, or at least show you the pathway, the way, don't take those experiences for granted. Those are very special, meaningful, significant, deep things that you want to really cherish because you may not get that experience again. And as I say often here on this channel, we do often play it safe because it's familiar, it's comfortable, and it's what we know. But if we live our life always playing it safe, never taking the risk on yourself, right? Then you're going to live in stagnation and complacency. It's only when you are, pushing yourself to those edges, those limits, the sweet spot, pushing for growth, even when it feels so scary and you don't know what it will look like or what will happen. Will I be humiliated? Will I fall on my face? What will people think, right? When we're living like that, that is when you find your true power. And that is when you're actually growing the most. You're not growing if you're repeating cycles like a dead horse, like, oh my God. That's not learning. You may learn something minimal, but true growth, true expansion, the soul's journey is to be moving forward for your highest good and willing to take the challenges face on. Knowing that all kinds of things could go right and all kinds of things can go wrong, but it's showing up for yourself. So we must play at our edges, and we must keep pushing for growth, taking the risks, doubling down on yourself. All right. Being on this journey, we look at time in relation to different ways, various ways. For example, right here we are in September. We look at time and relationship to end of the year. We've got, this last quarter, right, to make some big things take place for us, or at least to complete things that we know we want to complete, right? Or, it could be whatever it is for you. We look at time as in how far we've come over, in recent years, okay? We look at time as in how we've overcome big challenges in our life and how when we face adversity. We also look at time when we look back at our childhood. We also look at time from the decisions and the choices we've made over, the course of this journey that we're on. And we take a moment to reflect on who we've been and where we've been. And it's all different for all of us. We've all been in so many situations over the course of our life thus far. When we've won, when we've lost, how we've handled defeat and failure, how we've learned through our setbacks. We can appreciate the strength that we had in moments, right, that got us through those hard times. We can recognize and we can reflect. It's important that we don't forget to, love ourselves on the journey. We've come this far. That's worth recognition, really is. So we all come from different experiences, backgrounds, situations that are going to be unique to each and every one of us. No one can understand the fullest, the depth of your journey but you. We can relate, identify, but only you, right? Only you, no one but you can understand your life and what you've gone through. So give yourself some grace and compassion that you've done your best. Yes, I'm going to repeat this. Give yourself the grace and the compassion that you've done your best. Yes, even when you don't think you've done your best, it was your best at those times. You did what you knew how to do given your situations. So let's not beat up on ourselves for poor decision making in the past, or wishing that we could have changed situations or outcomes. Don't dwell on how you could have done it better when you want to look at yourself in a constructive way and appreciate and trust that you did your best given who you were at those moments of time. So let's not beat up on ourselves for how far we should be coming at this point or where we should have already accomplished. All those things take us back into restriction, fear, limitation, and loss. Let's empower ourselves, extend grace and compassion, and give yourself a pat on the back. You are alive, you're breathing, you made it this far, and this isn't over. It's not over. Be proud of yourself. Even if you don't feel proud or accomplished with your life, it doesn't matter. You need to feel proud of yourself. You've come this far, and that's important. That's significant. No one knows your individual journey but you. So give yourself the credit and the compassion, hold the space for your own self, and give yourself thanks. Trust that you did your best, even if you feel you could have done better. And that's what this is all about, guys. It's learning to trust ourselves, love ourselves. Trust yourself always, even when the outcomes and the results are not matching what you felt would yield you the results, in the reality that's presented, okay? So even when you feel you've trusted yourself and those realities are not matching what you trusted, still trust yourself, okay? Always. All right, I'll take one more moment to just check in with all of us, okay, guys? Are we all still good? Get my ice cubes. Ice cubes. Okay. Almost. Ooh, one ice cube fell. It's okay, guys. All right, what's good there? Are you guys doing all right? How you guys feeling? Just refilling my Sprite. One day I will be a sponsor for Sprite one day. Just kidding. Just kidding. Get my little napkin. Hold up. Get my little napkin because otherwise my papers get wet. But I hope everyone is on the same page with me, at least as close as you can be, right? That's the important part, okay, guys? Just make sure my little napkin right here, guys. Give me a second. Ooh, that ice cube will make me slide. So let's just quickly pick that up. That way I don't hurt myself. Okay, and my napkin. That's all, guys. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling though. We are gonna keep rolling with the homies. Okay, all right. Rolling with the homies. Hey, Robbie, good to see you, sweetie. Great live stream earlier. I did catch you for a little bit. Good seeing you, sweetie. Okay. Get some rest, okay, Robbie? Get some rest. Hi, Chloe. Kermit. I have something in my mouth here. All right. I was gonna get one more thing right here so I don't spill on myself. I spill. Sprite is sticky sometimes, guys. Okay. Almost. Almost, guys. And, oh, put this away. All right, perfect. This is good, guys. Thank you for your love and patience with me. I appreciate it. And since I'm already up, what I'll do is open me one more Sprite. That way I don't gotta get up again. And we can complete our class. That's all, guys. That's all. Okay. Ooh. Ouchies. Perfect. Okay. Okay. We're good. Okay. Perfection. All right, guys. Thank you for the little brief pause. I appreciate your patience during that moment. I had like something on my lip. It was driving me wild. But let's keep rolling, okay? Woo. Mac Daddy. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Okay. Whew. All right. Back to my notes. Okay. Where are my notes at? Where are my notes? Okay. All right. Let's see how much from here to here. Okay. I'm looking at my own notes, guys. That's what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. Okay. So, as we look at time, here we are, all here on this journey together, the soul's journey. And none of us are perfect, and we all have flaws, but we are all fighters and survivors, right, of our own experiences. Childhood, adult life, different setbacks, right, obstacles, hurdles, you name it, we've endured them. And so every day that you wake up is another day to create the person that you want to be. And so I'm going to repeat that one more time. Every day that you wake up is another day that you get to create the person that you want to be. And from that question, I ask, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Don't get stuck in who you're not and why you're not that person, right? Focus on who you want to be. Again, don't get stuck on who you're not and why you're not that person. Well, I can't be that person because of X, Y, or Z. And if I would pick this, I'd be this because of this. But that's why I can't be that person. So no, don't go there. Don't let your mind go there, because you put yourself in a never-winning cycle. So only focus, deliberately direct your attention on who you want to be right now, today, tomorrow. Don't allow fear, doubt, worry overpower your higher self, your truth. I always say it's a beautiful day to be alive. If you are breathing the air in your lungs, right, you're alive. If you don't feel alive, even if you're breathing right, for those who don't feel quite alive, maybe it's time you look at how you spend your time. Evaluate yourself. Give yourself the chance to recognize where you may be holding yourself back. We may not look at it like we're holding ourselves back. We sometimes have the mindset of, well, this is why it is, and here's how come it is, and we validate and justify our limitations. I'll repeat it. We often validate and justify our limitations. You can't win like that. You certainly can't win though. If you're going to validate your own thoughts and your thoughts are telling you why you can't be X, Y, or Z, then you're right. You will be absolutely stuck there. You can't move from that position. That mindset is hindering you. It's keeping you prisoner. It's restraining you. It has a chokehold on your life and your future. So if you don't feel alive right now with your experiences that you're going through, right? Evaluate yourself. Are the people that you're investing your time, your energy, your attention, are they making you happy? True happiness, not false happiness, not the false illusion of happiness. Because sometimes we trick ourselves, right, guys? We sometimes can trick ourselves to think that it is happiness, but really we're left feeling unfulfilled, hollow, and empty inside, right? Because if it's not authentic, your higher self, your true self, the core of you will know the difference. And you'll be facing that cognitive dissonance within yourself. Boom, 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 boom. You can't escape it because you're thinking that this equates to happiness, but really your heart, your soul is yearning for something beyond that. And the mindset that you're holding on to is keeping you trapped in false illusion. Do you feel fulfilled in life? Are you really growing? Are you challenging yourself? When's the last time you've challenged yourself? When is the last time you've said, you know what? I'm going to push myself. I'm going to try. I'm going to see what I can do. I may fail. I may fall down. I may embarrass myself. If you have to do things in front of your friends, like, so if you're seeking love and all your friends are watching you and you fail, at least you're real, right? You're real. Even without attaining the outcome that you may want. Are you alive or are you living in a false reality? Which one are you in? Many of us don't feel fulfilled. I know so many people who are on their journey, doing their best they can, but they still lack, some unfulfillment. Most people do. It's normal to have some unfulfilled desires. That means we're human. Right? So that's understandable. Very. But the question to really get in the weeds with yourself is this. Well, if I feel unfulfilled, is it in all areas of life? If it's in one area, ask yourself, well, has this area always been a burden, or does it always come up? If it's in all areas, that should be a pattern to recognize, right? So you gotta be introspective and take the time to invest on yourself, you know? That's why I always say, have that journal. No one has to read that paper but you. No one's gonna read it but you. And don't you want to see your progress forward over the period of time? Wouldn't you feel honored and proud of yourself when you read back your old thoughts and you're like, wow, I was there before. Look how much I've grown. That's incredible, guys. I want to make sure I say hello to those who are coming in here, but for the most part, I think we're good, right? Everyone's still here. Plumy's here. I saw Plumy make an appearance. Danielle, Brian, Kermit. Woohoo! Alrighty. Doris, formerly known as Mojo. Hello, 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 Mojos. All right. So we're good, right? All right. Let's keep rolling. Rolling with the homies. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. So take the time to evaluate yourself. Where are you spending a majority of your time? And when you look at where you spend your time, ask yourself, is the exchange a fair exchange, or do you feel at a deficit? If you're not getting back something of value in return for all your time, your attention, your investment of energy, then that's a good indicator that you may need to let go of certain things. Or on the other side of the spectrum, let's just say you're placing all your time and your attention in groups or organizations where you don't really feel valued or heard, or they're not really respecting you. Why would you want to stay there, right? What, to appease everybody else? That's not worth it, dude. You can't get me to stay in a group based on exterior validation, because that ain't gonna happen with me. I love myself too much, and you should love yourself too much as well. So evaluate yourself. Where are you spending your time and your attention? And is it making you happy? Look at the areas of your life that you're in, right? We all have love, we all have finance, career, we have friends, we have family, we have creative endeavors, we may have some, business projects. We've got all these things going through, right, in this life experience. And you got to look at all the areas where you're investing in. When I say investing, I mean your energy, your time, your attention. What are you getting in return for that? And if you aren't getting what you want, you need to get out. Better things are waiting for you. If you feel empty, hollow, and void with elements of your life, experiences, situations, circumstances, whatever it might be, your work, your career, your family, your friends, then do something about that. Don't just stay in the stagnation. First, evaluate where you really are with things. Number two, recognize the patterns that are showing up. Is it one area? Is it all areas? What's happening for yourself right now? And don't create a false illusion for yourself. How do you really feel inside? What makes you happy? What brings your soul alive? When you feel the most connected, what's happening around you? When you're really tapped in to the truth, to your soul, your inner core, and when you have really good experiences like friendships, interactions, like even like here with me right here on this YouTube platform, if you really are feeling good, that's a good indicator. That's a good indicator that you're on the right path, that might serve you well. When you don't feel good, right? Figure out why you don't feel good in those situations and then do something about them. Don't stay in them. Now, if there's a hiccup here or there, that you want to look at things from the bigger picture, right? From the macro in the micro. You don't make impulsive decisions just because something just turned around, right? You got to really look at the big picture and make sure you're in alignment, right, with what is resonate with your own inner truth. Only you will know, and we're all individual people, right? Living all our individual lives, and here we come together and we intersect. And that's the beautiful part of life. That is the most beautiful part of life. Before I go to the next topic, let me just check in again. Are we good, guys? All right. Plumie's back. And after I go over like the message, what I will do is answer or at least elaborate on some of you guys' thoughts. Like, for example, Kermit says, sometimes I put less value on people who don't appreciate me or try to undermine me. So we can talk about that in just a moment. Or if anybody else has things they want me to, like, maybe go a little bit deeper in, we can do that. But I'm going to stay in the zone for all of us so I can complete the message and then we can chat afterward, okay? So please know I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm staying focused and in the zone. Danny Mac, are you here to help me? Mac's always here to help me out, usually. Jenny, Danielle, all right. Let me know. Let a sister know. Oh my goodness gracious, hold up here. My notes. I am the notes queen. Seriously. Not even joking, guys. Like, when I say I do notes, y'all don't even know half of it. Okay. Plus the notes I've written in my notes, electronic notes. We got notes all over the place. In a good way, guys. In a good way. Okay. Whew. So we good? I haven't heard from Danielle and Jenny. Y'all good? Ouch. Ouchie, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh. Oh, my hands are wet and I'm sliding. I'm sliding. Okay, alrighty. Okay. We're gonna keep rolling. So, oh yeah, hold on. I was doing this real quick. Real quick. Okay. Ow. Okie dokies. So we're gonna keep rolling with the content, guys, and then at the end, I can open it up for discussion. If anyone wants to chat about this, ask more questions, we can do that, okay? Like I said, this is not gonna be a long broadcast. It's gonna be, like I said, concise, and I'm doing a good job of staying focused here for all of us to get the message across, okay? Okay. So, alrighty. So the next area I want to go into a little bit is, well, hold up. Let me, before I go there. Yeah, I will do that part a little bit later. Not today, but I'll do this one a little bit later. So hold up. Give me a minute. Create something new here. All right, back right here. So it's important for us to remind ourselves that we're all on our path here, right? This life, this incarnation, and we're learning, we're growing, we're healing, we're evolving, and all of those things never cease to exist. So even if you think you've mastered one area or this or that, I can guarantee you that the process is never over. It's never complete. We're always going to be doing more work on ourselves, right? It's a never-ending process. So the faster that you can learn to adapt and accept that reality, then the faster you can find like more acceptance and like inner harmony when you're faced with situations or trials, tribulations, and setbacks and obstacles and hurdles, right? So knowing that we must strive to master ourselves, even though we will never master thyself, right? But it's in the pursuit of striving to master one's self that you are in the highest position to really overcome the challenges that we will face. So we will never master ourselves completely, but it is important to strive for self-mastery. Okay, we must strive for self-mastery, even if we don't accomplish all completely, and even knowing that we will never completely, fully master oneself, we must still aim for that. That's how we get closer to our inner truth. And again, I know I might repeat myself, but it's so true. We must create that inner balance within oneself at the core level, that inner center. It's called equilibrium, right? Now, it doesn't mean that you're always there in balance. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you strive for that center. We know life will take us here, there, and all over the place, but can you get back to center on a regular, frequent basis, or do you struggle to come back to center? Only you will know how much you struggle to come back to center, right? But you want to find that inner harmony within yourself, the core, but you can't get there until you actually know yourself. You can't get there until you trust yourself. That's how self-confidence is made. That's how strength becomes. You can't expect yourself to have the strength, the self-confidence, the tenacity, the resilience when you've not taken the time to invest in who you are at the core, okay? Inner harmony is what we should be striving for, that equilibrium, that inner balance. It's a harmonious alignment between you, source creator, and yourself, okay? And in that experience, you can create your own stability and truth. When you trust yourself and you trust your guidance, you are building on your core, your foundation that you can always lean back on. When shit hits the fan, you know who you are. No one has to tell you who you are. So do the work to learn yourself, know thyself. And that is where true strength and confidence can evolve from, okay? Without that inner balance, without that inner strength, without us knowing our core, our soul level, our higher self, that alignment, we are powerless, we are weak without it. So if you feel powerless and weak right now, there's a good, it's very likely, there's a good chance, probability, that maybe you've not really invested in getting to know who you are. You may think you know who you are, but that is probably the ego telling you, I know who I am. I know I am from here. I know I am from here. I know all these things, but really, do you know yourself? Without it, we are powerless and we are weak. If we are dependent, if any of us are dependent on the outside forces, external situations, right, to give us validation, to give us security, then we are not on the path. We're not. That might be a hard reality shatter for many people, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you are dependent upon other people to validate you, to accept you, you got more work to do. You are giving away your power to external forces, environments, experiences, when your power comes from within. It doesn't come from other people. So if you feel powerless and weak, it's highly likely you're not in tune with your inner self, the core of you, the higher self, the truth. True power comes from going within, accepting yourself in its entirety, wholeness, completion. If you are somebody, right, where, if the majority of your actions and your behaviors are driven by the perception of others, I want to repeat this again. If majority of your actions and behaviors are driven off the perception of other people, groups, colleagues, authority figure, whatever it might be, if the majority of your actions and behaviors are driven off other people's perspectives, the perception of other people, then understand and recognize that you are only serving your ego, and no true growth can occur until you can acknowledge for yourself that true power comes from within, trusting yourself and taking the action steps regardless of how others perceive you. I'm going to repeat this again. Understand and recognize that you are only serving your ego, and no true growth can occur until you can acknowledge for yourself that true power comes from within. It comes from trusting yourself and taking the action steps regardless of how others will perceive you. So if majority of your actions and behaviors are based and driven upon this external validation, then you're not in true alignment with your true self, with your higher self. Let me take a pause and check in with everybody, okay? Alrighty. We're in the last third of our live stream, guys, okay? Let's get it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's keep going, guys. So again, true power, true confidence comes from within. That's why if you've been with me for a while, you know that I'm a big proponent of learning to trust yourself. A lot of masters and gurus will try to tell you what they think their truth is, right? And you're forced to be under their, kind of like their command. But a true leader, a true guru, a true master of self, right, will tell you the power exists within yourself. No one should ever strip you of your power, of your personal sovereignty. They should be replenishing you and helping you become stronger, but for you to trust in yourself. That's how true growth occurs, right? So true power comes from within, and not giving your power away to external environment or external situations. And again, just to repeat this little message, which is very important and very key, if a majority of your behaviors and your actions, right, are driven by the perception of others, then understand and recognize that you are only serving your ego, and no true growth can occur until you acknowledge for yourself that true power comes from trusting yourself and taking the action steps regardless of how others perceive you. Alrighty. And my next part is Okay. And now, the last stretch, guys. This is the last stretch. Then I will be closing out our live stream, our broadcast tonight, okay? So here we go. Here's the end of it, guys. I told you I was very focused, determined to get this information out there for us. Okay. So this is going to be like my recommendation of how to adjust and shift the perspective. This is my recommendation on how anyone can go about shifting, growing, and expanding who they are and what's happening in their reality, okay? So building confidence, building motivation, building awareness around the process. I know some people don't like the process, but that is when you actually are intentional and actually coming from a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset will keep you limited, restrained, confined, prisoned. A growth mindset will keep your awareness open. You'll be curious. You'll be looking for ways to expand and grow and keep evolving, even if it makes us feel scared because we're in the unknown, okay? So when we shift our perspectives to be more focused around holding the awareness during the process, that is when you can allow yourself to build that inner trust, that self-confidence. I will repeat this again. When we shift our perspectives to be more focused around holding the awareness in real time during the process, whatever's unfolding for us, whatever's happening, if we can hold the awareness in those moments where everything's like, well, I don't know what's going to happen, right? That is when you can trust yourself, right? And build your confidence because you're in the process and you're accepting that you're in the process and you're letting things be where they lay, right? So instead of being focused on the result, the outcome, the achievement, or the destination, try bringing your attention to the methods, the strategies, the efforts, and the choices that you made to get to where you're going, okay? So like I always tell us many times here on YouTube, one of my favorite, phrases is, the journey is the destination. There's a reason why that's so important to me. It's my own reminder to myself that it is the journey of whatever's happening in our life right now. It is that journey that we must appreciate, surrender to, and learn to find value in, versus being only focused on the outcome, the attainment, or the achievement, or the result. So instead of being focused on the outcome or the result or the destination, try to bring your attention to the methods, the strategies, the choices, and the efforts, the decisions that you're making that get you in the, that are walking you through this process, okay? The goals that you are wanting to accomplish in this life should be more focused around your own expansion, growing your skill sets, growing your knowledge, growing and evolving and learning, right? When you can shift your perspective to my goals, whatever they are for your life, whether it's family goals, friend goals, love and romance goals, maybe it's like working career goals, maybe it's your personal development goals, maybe it's projects, whatever the goal that you naturally would see as the goal, shift of how you view this goal. So again, the goals should be more focused around your expansion, how you're growing in this process, how you're learning and acquiring more skill sets, the knowledge that you're experiencing. All the growth should be in the process, right? That's where the goals should be focused upon, rather than being focused on this end result, this end experience, this accomplishment, okay? So being attuned to situations and feedback from a very learning and constructive position, right? It's, difficult for all of us as human beings to receive criticism or constructive criticism. Who wants to? Nobody does. So it's always important to remember that the purpose, the outcome should be focused on how are we growing through this process? How are we learning? What are we discovering about ourselves as we face this whole life process, right? What's showing up for us? What can we look at, right? And know that, wow, all of these things unfolded. I could never anticipated half of them, but what am I discovering about myself as I'm here? An active participant to life itself. That is amazing when you can look at your life in real time, hold that self-awareness and imagine, wow, what am I discovering about myself right here, right now? There's a lot. And we don't give ourselves enough credit for all that we're enduring. All we can see are these metrics and these benchmarks because that's how we've been conditioned to learn, right? Or to value external things. But there is no fulfillment when you're looking at external validation, right? No money in the world can give you happiness. Not going to happen. You can pray for your dream girl, but guess what? That person may not fulfill you. And you're left with emptiness and hollowness. Why would anybody want that? Your dream job, your hobby, your this, your that, your a group experience, whatever it might be that you're seeking, right? Creative projects, whatever endeavors that you're seeking, if they leave you high and dry and in turmoil, it might be a good time to discover if that's really what you want, or are you just so fixated on, I just want that because I want that, and I don't care what it costs me. I don't care I will do anything just for that. That's destructive. That's reckless. It's important, guys. All right. So being attuned to our situations and taking good feedback from ourselves, self-feedback, throughout the process that we're undergoing, right? So it's a shift in perspective, What can I learn from this experience? What can I improve myself on? Right? How can I improve myself? How can I help myself in this experience? So if we can slowly begin to move and make these shifts that are going to be the key to our true growth, to true happiness, to bliss, to harmonious alignment with yourself. If you can begin to make these shifts in your perspective, in your mindset, with how you approach life, then now you're coming at life on the offense, and you're no longer subject to this reactionary experience. Now you get to decide how you will respond. Now you're in the driver's seat and you're not reacting to, well, this happened and I don't know what's going on. But, then we go into defensive mode, right? But we don't need to be in defensive mode when we can really hold ourselves in alignment and look at things from a growth mindset. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Fixed mindset does not want change. They want what they want at all costs, and they don't care who they're going to step over to get to it. To get to it. A fixed mindset is when you want something so bad, it's bad for you. You want it at all costs, and you'll hurt anybody in the process to get it because you just want it. You just want to win at all costs. That is so destructive. That's not effective. You will lose playing that game. Never wins that way. But if you make the shifts, right, from fixed mindset to a growth mindset, then you can see situations in real time and really approach them with, how is this, how can I learn from this? How can I better myself from this experience? What can I do to grow from this? So if we take the time to study ourselves and practice all that we've learned, right? You guys always hear me say this all the time. So knowledge is amazing, right? Knowledge is great, but if you don't do anything with what you are learning, then it's basically a waste, right? So knowledge is a beautiful part of learning and growing, and I love to support those who are seeking knowledge. But if once you learn information and you don't actually take action steps around it, then now you're fooling yourself. So it's important to apply in real time and with practicality, applying what you learn. Applying what you learn. And so we're here in real time. And as we learn and we grow, we're building ourselves. We're building our confidence. We're building our experience. We're building ourselves up. Tell me how many groups out there that exist. I'm going to put this out there to the audience here. Tell me how many groups out there are really pushing for true growth, authentic growth, growth of character, of integrity, of truth, of honesty, of loyalty, of commitment, of dedication. I'm curious to know. I really am. Because there's so many groups out there that may not be doing that. You might be wasting your time. You might be wasting your time doing God knows what, but you feel a sense of community. So now you've adapted that this is good for me because I feel, community here. But really, isn't that community a false community if it's not based on integrity and character and like truth and honesty and authenticity? Think about it, because sometimes we spend our times in groups that we think are good for us, but they may not be. We allow ourselves to be in situations because, well, we just feel like, it's familiar, it's comfortable. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to break away from, like, how many groups are out there that exist? Lots and lots. Lots, right? How many of them are really pushing for your own best interest? How many groups out there have a leader who wants the best for you, who truly means it? There's no false illusion here. We're going to operate in authenticity and integrity at the highest order. That's true growth. And that's true community and true family when you're really committed to pushing past the boundaries, our limitations, and striving for the betterment. All right, let me finish this last little page, and I'm going to finish this last little part of the message, and then I'll come chat with us, okay? Okay. So if we can face the uncomfortable moments, right? Confrontation, triggers, fights with loved ones, or whenever we feel threatened, okay? When we can face these uncomfortable moments, all right? That is when we have the moment, the key moment, right? To bring your awareness in real time, observe yourself, right? In real time. Like, how they say, oh, time slows down, slows down. And you're like, okay, you're present. You're really, really there. And you're watching yourself before you respond. Okay. That's the key moment, right? Where you can observe yourself and notice what comes up for you when you feel triggered, when you feel threatened, when you feel that you're facing confrontation. Take the time to ask yourself, well, how come I feel this way? What's happening? What's going on, right? Take that moment for yourself. What's coming up? How do you feel? Why do you think you feel that way? What do you think is causing it? When you can slow it all down in real time like that, I'm telling you, that's the key moment when you can observe yourself in real time, and like time just slows down, and you're right there. Okay, when you can bring your attention to yourself instead of reverting to the fixed mindset. See, the fixed mindset will tell us, well, this is why it's happening, and it's because of this, it's because of that, and we're going external again, right? The fixed mindset takes off the path. The growth mindset says, wait a minute. I notice I'm being triggered right now. I feel threatened. I'm uncomfortable. But instead of going to the fixed mindset and going on the attack and trying to validate or justify, the growth mindset says, wait a minute. What is showing up for me right now? Why do I feel this way? What's really happening? How can I learn from this? Who would I like to be in this process? How can I become my best self in this experience? And so when you look at the situation that you're facing, whatever it might be in life, from that growth mindset as an opportunity, when you can shift your perspective, from limitation, restraint, and constriction to growth, opportunity, possibility, expansion, you are now in the driver's seat and you are liberated. You are liberated. That is how you develop your true self, okay? And that is where transformation can truly occur. So with all that being said, guys, that concludes my messages here for class on Wednesday nights. Boom, 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 boom. And so now I can say hello to those who came in. Y'all know I was not neglecting anybody. I was in my little zone. In the zone, I stay in the little zone. Rolling with the homies. So yes, guys, that concludes at least my message based on class for personal development. We've been going at this really hard for several months, and I'm so proud of all of us. And even when all of us can't make it to the live stream, like I mentioned when I began this stream, I know they watch the replays because we're all different time zones. And sometimes I'm late. But the important thing is that the message is very solid and clear. And regardless of when you hear the information, it's always at the right time, for sure. And so I'm happy that we get to be a group, a team, a family. I love it. And I'm honored that I get to lead us as a group. So I want to just chit chat a little bit, say hello to whoever's here, and then we just hang out now. So as far as the message of like what I was delivering, as far as the content, that part is complete. And now we can just say hello, hang out, and do whatever your little heart desires. If you missed the beginning part, you do want to watch that. I was very focused. We didn't take a lot of breaks. I went right through it with little to no interruptions, one interruption and a fast one. So if you did miss that, please, you don't want to miss it. Go back, later on tomorrow and catch that beginning part, because we were really deep. We were knee deep. We're always deep here. So with that, how is everyone doing? Let me say hello to everybody I missed who came in when I was in my little boom, 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 boom. All right, so I saw Plumie. Plumie left and came back. She said, I'm back. Mac, Danny Mac. Mel Mel made her appearance, and thank you, Mel Mel, for always dropping those links. Can someone drop Mel Mel's link so we can be reciprocating the love? Please. Can someone here who's a mod help us do that? It'll be greatly appreciated for me. Sandra made it in. Sandra. I can be more happy now. I delivered the message. Now I can be happy. I mean, I'm happy the whole time, but I made sure I was in the zone. That way I was not distracted, guys. So yes, Sandra. Sandra's in the house. Woo-hoo. Thank you, Kermit, for subscribing to Duty Run. He's my soul brother. Love him to death. Woohoo! Mojo. Finley, yeah. Finley was here the other day. We love Finley. We love Mr. Finley. Thank you, Mel Mel. Okay, so Plumie had Mel Mel's back. Thank you, Plumie. Thank you. So I told y'all I'm going back up to the messages. I'm still in real time, but I wanted to go back up. That way I didn't miss anybody. Mel Mel is here. Mel Mel in the house. Sandra, Amber. Hey, Kermit. Patch. Hi, Patch. How are you? Amber. Woohoo. Okay, did you change your name, sweetie? Heidemals. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Am I saying it correctly? Heimdalls. Heimdalls. Okay. Hello. You changed your name, right? I think so. But I think I know who you are. If it's the same person that I know. Yay. Amber says Family. Family. Soul family. Yes, Mel Mel, we can see you. Yes, we can see Mel Mel. Cooper. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yay. Yay. I know. I love it the most that everybody in my little family calls me Mama. It's so adorable. I will be our mom, okay? I'll be the best mom I could be for all of us. I promise. Y'all know y'all want some of my loving energy, divine, benevolence, happy, positive energy, right? So I'll be the mama bear, or as Maddie would say, mama gangster, okay? This is Mama's house. I love it. It's so cute. So how is everyone? Is everyone doing good? We completed our message. I'm so proud of us all. We're always so good. Thank you guys for always being amazing. You're good, Mel Mel. I'm happy that you just show up whenever you can, sweetie. You know I love you, Mel Mel. I miss you. I always miss you. I miss Plumie. So whenever they make an appearance, I'm like, woo, woo. I get happy in a weird way. Plumie was supposed to be my internet girlfriend, but you know, who knows where she's at these days, you know, I don't know. Y'all know I'm silly, right? Someone's got to be silly, and I'm working on my humor. I think I'm getting a little bit better. As time goes on, I think I'm getting pretty good at my humor. I think. Yeah. One. Definitely one. Yes, one. 100% one. I'm certain it's one. It's one. Yes, for sure it's one. Awesome, Heimdalls. Good to see you. Mel Mel says, yes, I'm more relaxed. Woohoo! Mel Mel, remember from when I first began, like a while back, a long time ago back? I've gotten better, guys. I've really learned to like be less uptight. Right? I mean, I know I have been. I'm more relaxed. Of course, when I'm giving the message, I'm more focused, but like, yeah, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Getting better. Still waiting on my Prince Charming. Maybe one day he'll come from me. Maybe not, but Amber says, relaxed in the house. Woo woo. Sandra's my twin. Sandra's my Scorpio twin. Hands down. Plumie's my internet girlfriend, but she sometimes doesn't want me anymore. So I'm like, damn, like, man, what's a girl gotta do? What's a girl gotta do? Funny. You know, I'm silly sometimes, guys. I told you I'm getting better. Jenny's my real sister. My real sister. Jenny's my real sister. We're almost like blood. Yep. Unbreakable. Inseparable. Her, me, and Johnny. Mel, you're like my sister. We're like sisters. Ouch. We're sisters, in my opinion. You're not the mom, you're the sister. You're too young to be my mom. You're too young to be a mom. Mel, you're the mom. Sister. Yay. Sandra says, yes, you are getting better and your Prince Charming will arrive. Well, I hope. I am awaiting him. Okay, I'm saying it right. Heimdall. All right, awesome. That almost sounds German, but I'm not sure. Heimdall, but I could be wrong. Only because remember, like I was in Germany a couple years back, and the name sounds like Heimdall, like Heidel, like just reminds me of the German language and spellings. I could be wrong. I do miss Johnny. What? Sandra? Sandra's my twin. Sandra, you're my twin. You're my Scorpio twin. You're irreplaceable. You're the twin. Mel, who are you talking about? How is he? Who is he? Who are we talking about? Huh. Yes, Mac Denny's got it right. Mac Denny says everyone wants a little Plumie in their life. We do. Johnny, yeah. Johnny is doing okay, right, Jenny? For those who remember Johnny, he had his leg amputated and has gone through, a process, a new journey for his own self, right? So we send him prayers and love and light energy for sure. Yes, we do. Who is Lolita? But okay. So Mel says she's doing Phantom of the Opera cover. I would like to see that for sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Me too, Amber. I miss Magic Johnny. Jenny, where is he? Jenny should know where Johnny is, okay? Yay. Oh, I did not know that, Amber. So you and Sandra had a loving long talk. That's awesome. I'm so happy. I love that. I love it, Sandra. Play nicey nicey or get booty wooty. I remember that. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I've done one, but wasn't happy with it. Oh, you're redoing it? Okay. Woohoo! Yeah, guys. So that was that. Yeah. Well, oh, really? Oh, your hubby is Scorpio too? Dang. Woohoo. I love it, Sandra. I'm loving Sandra here. Plumie says Scorpios are a pain in the ass. LOL. Well, Plume. Can I at least be a good pain in the ass? Can I at least be like a good pain in the ass? Like, if I'm gonna be that way, like, can I be a good one? Yay! I'm so happy for everyone. Thank you, Mel. At least someone's gonna stick up for me. That at least I'm not always a pain in the ass. Like, I'm quite nice. Okay. Plumie. I took the heels came off, guys. The heels are off. Heels are off. Sugar, sugar, honey, honey. Boom, 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 boom. Right, Mel, when the shoes, my heels came off, the heels are off. Heels are off. Honey, honey, sugar, sugar, sweetie, sweetie. Let's see, how long have we been on? Where does it tell me that at? Where does it tell us? Oh, okay, there it is. It's right in red. Okay. Yeah. Well, guys, I think we had a fantastic live stream broadcast. We were here for about probably about an hour and a half total with the actual content, maybe a little bit less than that. So I give myself a pat on the back for rolling right through the content, the message, delivering it with little to no interruptions. You know, I was in the zone, I was focused. And I'm happy that happy that we were at least able to, you know, be together, right, in common time here. So if anybody wants to share some things or ask me any questions, we can do that. Otherwise, I will close our broadcast out. So let me know. Yay. If anybody here from my soul family would like me to pull a card or two for them, let me know. If nobody wants that, there's no pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Good night, Heimdalls. Hello. I'm like, Heimdalls. So you never, is it German or not? Or you just made the name up? Wasn't sure. Okay, so if you would like one, let me know. If nobody wants to chat or nobody has any questions, then I will close the broadcast out. Mel Mel says, what's new with me? Nothing. Nothing is new with me at all, actually. Sometimes I think there's something new and then there's not. And I'm like, man, it looks like it's the same thing over here with me. Mel Mel. I mean, Jesus, I've been waiting for love for gosh knows how long, but you know, so nothing's new, I guess, right? Nothing's new. Mel Mel says yes, health. Okay. Heimdall says not sure. She got it from Thor. Okay, cool. That's cool too. That's cool. Don't wait, what, don't what? Plumie, too close to the live. Oh, don't breathe. Don't breathe? Plumie. Okay. Amber said yes. Mel Mel said yes. Is the following year better? Well, fuck, I sure hope it is. I'm hoping and praying it is. Yeah, Patch, for sure, Patch. Who is Lolita? And how come I don't know who this Lolita person is? I feel like I'm missing some information. Someone help shed some light on me. Someone come hang out with me. I lonely. Someone come hang out with mama. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to reach back here and get them. So give me a second. I'll pull the cards right here. Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Yay. Woo. All right. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Okay. Okie dokies. Okay. excited. I love it. I love, 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 love it. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go. We got dash. We got dash. Okay. Okay. I had, you know, I had to get my cards, the ones I felt they're right here appropriate. Okay. Heels are off. They've been off. We're having some fun. I'll pull a couple of cards and then we'll close it out. Alrighty. Okay, we're here, guys. Okay, so who was first? Well, I shuffle. We only had a handful, so who was first? Let me know. I think it was at someone tell me. I'm going to shuffle that way with the cards in alignment here with my own energetics, and then we'll tell me who was first. Okay, get that going. Next. Amber was first? Okay. Who was second? That way I know what I'm doing. I like to know in advance, you know. I'm an INTJ, so I kind of like to know what I'm about to do, what's happening. I'm just being silly, guys. Okay. So Amber, was there a subject or an area, or did you want a general, sweetie? Thank you, Jenny. Got it. Okay. So we got that. We got one more here. Like, wait a minute, like. Amber. All right, got it. All right. We're vibing, guys. We're vibing. So excited. Y'all know that when I do readings for people, especially my family, loved ones here, I put my best intention here. So it's very deliberate. And go. Okay. Yeah, what is Plumie smoking? Sometimes I wish I smoked. Well, not like for real, but like I wish I had like a habit, because like sometimes like, ooh, they fall on the floor. But then I'm like, nah. No. I'll just stick to Sprite, guys. I must stick to my Sprite. All right, hold up. The card fell on the floor. I don't want to bend over here, but I'm on Amber. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Woohoo! I'm on Amber. What happened? What's the huh for? What's the huh? Okay. Well, I'm on Amber's reading, guys, and now we're on to Mel. Hold up, Jenny had the list here. Amber Mellow Patch. All right, perfect, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's roll. Rolling with the homies. Oh, this is going to be good for you, Amber. You're here, right, sweetie? You're listening? Let's get started on this. I love this. Actually, we have extra confirmation here on a couple things here. Okay. So when it comes out twice with different decks, you know that's real. It's extra real. Extra, extra, extra real. Okay. Oh, you're good, Amber. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So right off the bat, we have like a couple of like triple confirmations that usually is a good indicator that it's very concrete. Okay. And so we're going to start it off with you're really coming into your higher wisdom, your higher truth, your higher self, right? That knowledge that you're really tapped into source, like Mother Earth. And that is confirmed with the spiritual strength card as well. That's a double confirmation that you're being tapped in to your higher consciousness. All right. And when I say that, that's really going back to like, you know, your truth, your inner voice, that truth, that intuition that always leads you, and you can trust that part of yourself, right? In your process, in your life experiences. Okay. We've also got here triple times. We've got the heart chakra that's coming through from two different decks, okay? The heart chakra, when it shows up, it's usually when you have to allow forgiveness, love, compassion for yourself and for others around you, okay? And that you're striving for this inner balance of tranquility, okay? So that is where your cards fall today, sweetie, Amber, okay? Is that Amy? Could that really be the real Amy? Is it possible? Is it possible? Lord have mercy. If that's the real Amy, we got to give Miss Amy a reading. Is that amazingly awesome Amy? Someone tell me. Amy Darcy Marie. Soul Family Amy. All right, Mel Mel said health. And then Amber says, yes, spot on. You are welcome, my soul sister. And Amber's an Aries. I love Aries because we have Mars, you know, Scorpio and Aries have like certain commonalities, just like, you know, Scorpio and Virgo have different commonalities. So I love and appreciate all the different, you know, combinations. And I like to appreciate each, you know, sign for their own, like, what I believe in from my perspective, like the best part of them. So I do like that energetic, that tenacity, the tenacity and determination. So, yay. All right. So the real Amy? Is that the real Amy? Could it really be? Could it really be? Could it really be the real Amy? Could it be? I'm telling you, Amy. We thought we lost you, sweetie. So we are on Mel for health, okay? Amy, where have you been? Long lost Amy, come back to home. Come back home, Amy. Come back home. Please. Come back home. They almost want to fall, but I caught them. They didn't fall. I got them. Oh, I love this. This is, okay. I love doing the readings for, my God, they really want to get him out. Mel Mel. I really love doing readings for those who like I kind of know a little bit more, like, you know, all of us here usually, because I can tap in a little bit more of their energies. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, thank you, Mel Mel. Focus. There's a lot of messages want to come out. I am focusing on health, but there's other messages too, but we're going to get there, okay? Okay, here we go. Plumi, Mel Mel's focusing. Mel Mel, my beautiful sister Mel Mel, who I love and adore and respect and admire for her unique self. Love my Mel Mel. Love my Mel Mel. All right, let's see. Finally, Mel Mel. Finally, Mel Mel. Jeez, it took you long enough. You held back for so long. I don't know why. I was like, dude, just do it. Just do it. I'm happy you did. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, Mel Mel. Very proud of you, Mel Mel. Very proud of Mel Mel. Mel Mel's a hard worker. I'm telling you. Not only, I know she's a Virgo, but even aside from being a Virgo, Mel Mel puts her heart, her soul into her channel, guys. And I know that firsthand. I also feel it through the energetics. Mel Mel is really, really serious about bringing, you know, people happiness, joy, laughter. It's also her outlet of creative self-expression. And so, guys, let's put Mel Mel's link there one more time, just in case those who watch the replay another time or later can get a dose of Mel Mel. All right. And she has the best parodies of me. Well, the only parodies of me. But yeah, so that too. All right. And I've done Mel Mel for a while here. Like, I would say for like a long ass time, right, Mel Mel? I mean, it's been a long time. We've been through so many things in beautiful ways, you know, and I love Mel Mel to death, like to death. A good way, guys. When I say I love someone to death, it means like I love them like to the pieces of themselves. I'll always love them. Forever and ever and endlessly ever. All right, let's see what we got, Mel Mel. I'm so happy. I feel super happy. Oh yeah, and Mel Mel does the nails. Dude, Mel Mel not only, she does the nails, okay. Mel Mel, show us your nails. Oh, she can't right now, but fuck. Show us your nails, Mel Mel. Not only that, right, Mel Mel does lots of stuff. I have a close bond to Mel Mel, okay? Very close. I love her. I love her like family. Unbreakable, inseparable. She'll have to get rid of me somehow, but she won't. We're like, boom. All right. Yes. Also, right, Amy? Amy? Right? Amy says, dude, we've all known each other for all these years. I know. We have, literally, absolutely. Woohoo! I do. I love Mel Mel like forever. Forever and definitely forever. You know, and especially like, you know when you make those bonds and those connections, you know, when like those bonds, those connections with people, we've always just clicked. I've loved her like from the inception of time, you know. So. Y'all probably don't want to hear all that stuff, but I had to say it out loud. I had to say it out loud because sometimes you don't really get to hear like how others feel about you if you have a close friendship. Yeah, we do, you know, I could tell her too as well. Of course I could. But like it's more meaningful like when it happens to come up in real time, like I, you know, that's how I feel 100%. So and I'm proud of Mel Mel. I love her. All right, am I getting too much? I'm sorry. Gosh, cat. Yes. Sometimes I just want to go there and be timed out just to be timed out. Like, I just want to have some fun. Mel Mel does nails, but not just nails. She does a lot. Mel Mel is like the well-rounded, like, you know, how people have that well-rounded personality. Not everyone has a well-rounded personality, but she does. She does. And she may not think about herself like that, but I do know that about herself. She's very well-rounded. Yes, she is. She has her specialty, yes, but she's very, you know, in tune, self-aware, and well-rounded. And that's beautiful and very admirable. And not everybody has those skill sets. So, and sometimes, she, doesn't acknowledge the fullness of who she is, but I will do it for her. Yes, I will. Me love us. Seriously. Yes, and Amber makes a good point because we've had many new people also come into our experience, like Amber and many others, many others, right? Like Sandra, Amber, and whoever, I'm not sure who's here in real time, and Scout, Chrissy, and others who came into connection with me during Gannon, which was something I had never done before. And Mel Mel knows that because Mel was like, well, you found it. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Ugh. But anyways, Mel Mel is easy to love for sure. She's very well-rounded, and she's just special. Well, she's special to me. And if you're special to me, then you're special to my family. Yes. I love her. I love you, Mel Mel. I do. All right. And we've had so much experience together, Mel Mel. We got going back into time. Like, I was reminiscing here. I was reminiscing. But yes, like Amber was saying also, I got to meet new people as well in this journey, in this process of me being on here on YouTube, right? And I had never expected to do any crime case just because of my own energetics. And I'm proud that I took the leap of faith to do it on that case because I felt compelled to. That's the reason why I did that. And I'm glad that we got to meet more people who are really in tune with me, like Amber and Abby and Sandra and Chrissy and Scott, all of us guys who have come more in recent time. I adore you guys. Even like Brian, who, I'm not sure, I haven't seen him here a little bit, but he was here earlier, Mr. Taylor, and many others who are here with us. And I value and appreciate and respect you all for your own individual, uniqueness. And nothing and no one ever goes unnoticed. Never, not with me. So, yes, Plumie is correct. Plumie is correct. Now, I'm not the best at all that stuff. Y'all know I'm not the techie person. I try my best. I fall short. All right, Mel Mel, okay. And so, yes, let me just make sure before I go into this. Okay, so Mel Mel says she's a crafty bitch. She knows her flaws. I know, Mel Mel. I know it was. You know, and I think the reason why it was draining on me is because when I'm really vested into a situation, whatever's taking place, I'm all in. I'm fully all in. And so I thought about as well doing a separate, I don't know, a separate, you know, thing where I would do some readings without putting my whole self into the process, because that won't be healthy for me. But yes, I'm not sure where I stand on there yet, because I don't do nothing half-assed or like partially, nothing. I'm either all in or I'm not in at all. So anyways, but yes. Yes, I know. We've all been here together. How many years have it been? Amy, Mel, me, and anybody else from the and Jenny? Jenny is like ride or die. Jenny has been here from inception of time. Jenny. I know, right, Amber? If I had not done that, we would not have met. And that's why I was saying earlier how, you know, we're doing things, we're on our path. I followed my intuition. I did. My spiritual guides said, you're going to do this. And I was like, no, 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 no. And I said, oh, all right, we're gonna jump in and we're gonna do this. So, but yes, I'm grateful that I did take the courage, the bravery to put myself out there on that side of the spectrum, which was challenging for me with many things. But I'm grateful, I'm happy, and I'm amazed that we were able to come together for sure. I love you, right? Definitely. Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, we've had so many good experiences though, right, Mel? Like a lot. So many good experiences, guys. Like you have no idea. Oh, I didn't. Okay, good. I didn't drop any. So many good ones. I'm going back in my mind, like reminiscing, like. So. Yeah, he did. Yes, definitely. Most certainly. Plumie is so cute. Plumie is so cute. Plumie is for those who don't know, Plumie is my internet girlfriend. Right, Plumie? You better back me up, girl. You better back me up. Aww. Thank you, Sandra. I love you too. Oh, Sandra. Sweetie, Sandra. Sandra, you're so sweet and so kind. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra. I know, me too, right, Mel? God, we've heard the horror stories. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, your cards are, no, I already pulled your cards out. So your cards are already on the table from when I was focused on you. So your cards are still there. The information doesn't change. Once I pulled them, they're there. Like they're solid. Like that they're right here the whole time. I'm not shuffling anymore. They're laid on the table. All of them are. Nothing has changed. Now if I was still shuffling, that's a different story. I have not been shuffling this whole time. They've been laid out here. And when I was after they were all laid out, I was then appreciating you for who you are because I love you so much. I do, for sure, absolutely. I love Mel Mel. I really do. You know, we've had so many memories, experiences, all kinds of things, everything you could ever imagine under the sun, and then some. But I love her, and I respect her, and I admired her, and I support her. And that's a true friendship, when another woman can support and love another woman, right? In a good, in a friendship, sister, kinship manner, right? When you can support other people because you really love them, you believe in them, you value them, you respect them, you appreciate them. That's fucking beautiful. I know it sounds like very silly or minimal, but it's really not. You know, people that so many exist out there that are like low-key haters. Fuck, like we everyone knows what those people look like, right? You can like, but not here, not here, not here. So I'm honored. I'm honored. I'm honored. I'm very honored. All right. We go back to Mel Mel's rating. I love you, Sandra, my twin. Okay, Mel Mel, we're going here. Oh my God, Mel Mel. Mel Mel says, you have been very supported. I've been very bossy. Mel Mel, I love your bossiness. Come on. How many people can boss me, the Scorpio, around? Not too many, but Mel Mel's one of them, right? I'm going to choke. I'm going to choke. I'm sorry. I have memories coming. I have memories coming and they're flooding my mind. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really one to take orders, but I think anyone who knows me knows that. But I'm very easygoing to some degree. I like to know what's happening. But if there are certain people in the world that I'm connected with, yes, Mel Mel is one that can that I will let Mel Mel put me in place. Yeah, I love her for it. Sometimes I really do. So thank you, Mel Mel, for always being there for me. Thank you. I like when Mel Mel's bossy, by the way. Like I enjoy it. But because we have the relationship, so it wouldn't work with somebody else to do it to me. But like with Mel Mel, yeah, that could fly. Okay, that could fly. So let's go. Right? All right. All right, let's do this. Yeah, but yeah, I'll give you the link, Plumie. I will. But who's Lolita? Like, who is Lolita? And how come I don't understand all this stuff about Lolita? Okay. I don't know who Lolita is. No, I have no idea, guys. I don't know what y'all talking about. All right, Amy, you want a reading after on Patch? Is Patch still here? I'm on Mel Mel, but is Patch here still? Number one. Number two, she's not. That's fine. Amy, would you like a reading? Because you have not had ones from me, sweetie, in so long. And Plymouth says, Mel Mel doesn't surprise me, the bossy part. Hi. Hey, Purple Orchid. How are you? Good to see you. What video? How come I'm missing out on all the good stuff, guys? Where have I been? I have been in, I don't know where I've been, guys. Thank God. I gotta find myself sometimes too. Sandra. Sandra, sweetie. Well, I hope, since Sandra is being super extremely generous, which you're making my heart melt, Sandra, my twin, my Scorpio twin. I love you from the bottom of my heart, for real. Like, for real, for real. Well, I know we chatted last night for like, I'm not sure how many hours. We were on the phone last night for hours. Well, I was talking to everybody last night, but then me and Sandra were like, I don't know how long went by, but we just connect. So. All right, let me do Mel's reading. Patch and Amy, if anybody wants to come up and just chat with us, I'll put the link here, okay? But I won't put the link until I finish these handful of readings, okay, guys? So if Sandra would like to come up, I love Sandra. Sandra, you talked to Jenny too? Oh my God, Sandra is my soul sister. I'm telling you, Sandra, I'm feeling you, and not because of the super chat. No, I always feel you anyways. We both know this already. Sandra. I love when Mel gets mad, but in a cute way. In a cute way. Cute way. All right, I'll put the link up here for like Plumie or Mel or Sandra or anybody who wants to come say hello. Let's do Mel's reading. She asked about health. Even though she asked about health, other things are coming out because we got to, Mel, I can only imagine you, Mel, mad. I'm telling you, when I tell you I feel you, I don't want to ever be on Mel's bad side. Okay. All right, so she asked about health, okay? Health, but here we go. Okay. Okay, we got double confirmation here on this. So that's that part. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple of things coming through. I know you asked for help, but with the cards come through, they got to come through. So there's a couple of messages coming through for you, Mel. One thing, well, there's two major things. Okay, look. One of the things that I feel that are a precedent here is that you are looking to find that inner balance in yourself, that inner balance. You're seeking that harmony within yourself. I feel that your emotions and your you feel a little bit off balance, off kilter internally, right? Which might result into health, right? Where we feel too much off the equilibrium and it shows up in our life. So I do feel that for sure. But you're going to have a breakthrough. Sometimes when we're off balance like this, that's when clarity shows up and we know how to navigate, how to move here, left, right, center. Okay. I do feel that you were going through some type of like disruption within people. I'm not sure if they're family, like family members, or it could be very close friends, or it could be, online friends, but I feel it's more personal. So it feels more personal. There was some kind of disruption. I feel it's family. But it don't have to be, right? But it appears like it's a family or a relationship that you would consider as family, right? However you interpret that for yourself. There was some kind of disruption to the peace of something that was taking place. And you had to stand your ground in that situation for whatever happened. You had to stand your ground, and you did. And that's how you're supposed to be. And then you kind of went into solitude after that, right? Then you go into solitude. You stand your ground firm because that's the right thing to do. Then you go into solitude because, like, wait a minute, then you kind of second guess yourself. But no, don't do that. You did make the right choices. Whatever happened, whatever's taking place in your life, you make the right choices. That's what's right for you at that moment of time, right? And you will be in the right side of things as things unfold or as time goes forward. Okay, there was some change that took place. Okay, some kind of change with your foundation. Your foundation has shifted. Something that's why I think it's in the home life, or it could be very personal, very family or personal. Something very close to you. Okay, had shifted. There was some disruption. You had to stand firm. But you know, you had to be the authority figure, which you are anyways, because you are already an authority figure. I know that, you know that, me and you know that. And then you kind of retreat when you feel like, well, you know, it's natural. When you're an authority figure, you stand firm, you lay it out, and then naturally, as all of us are human beings, we like, was I too hard? Was I too much this? Was I too much that? Etc. Etc. And then so a lot of things with your root foundation are being a little bit like disrupted, dismantled, but it's not what's the word? It feels dire right now, but it's not. It feels like your whole life is being shooken up, but rest assured that all is well. Okay. So if some health scares came up when you were not expecting them to be coming up to the surface, let that play out, but trust your higher self. Trust yourself that you will be all right, okay? Nothing is detrimental. Nothing is life terminal. Nothing like that at all, okay? If you're thinking like that, allow yourself to breathe, 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 and don't let your world be turned upside down by whatever scares you have in your current environment. They're not permanent, and they're not to the point where you need to worry to the level that you maybe currently are worrying at this time. So let me know if that resonates with you, Mel Mel. Yes. Mel Mel. You'll be all right, all right? You'll be all right, all right? Right. And so, Mel, what I want to say about that is, like, when you bring yourself back to center, that balance, that inner self, everything within our bodies comes back into alignment. Okay. You're going to be good. Nothing that's happening right now is worth fretting about at the level that you might be fretting about it at. I don't know if that brings you any solitude or like affirmation or security of any kind, but I want you to know that you feel like life has like turned you upside down, but that's not what's happened right now. No, it's not. So find that center, all right, and trust that this is just some hiccups, right, that come in our experiences. But you have to believe that. And if you don't believe it right now, believe in my belief of you. You have to believe in something right now, okay? All right. And when things shake our world up, right, at our core, we feel like life's like we create extra worry, which also brings us further off that balance level, right? Bring yourself to center and breathe. Breathe, Mel, breathe. It's gonna be all right. You are a very powerful woman. Your family counts on you, and you count on you. You are your rock for your family, and I know this. And nothing of the divine will ever shake that. Sometimes we need some breaks. Take the breaks. Breathe. Come back to center. All is well. I love you. Hi, Crispy. Good to see you, Crispy. And then, did I see Shimmer Soul in here earlier? I so apologize if I missed Shimmer Soul. Where is she at? Shimmer Soul, guys, if you don't know our beautiful friend Shimmer Soul, a fellow Scorpio, you know I honor my Scorpio family. She is beautiful, amazing, so deep. I value her so much, guys. You do want to check out her channel. I haven't been on her channel for a while, a little bit recently here. I have not, but I have popped in, you know, in times before, and I always like what she's doing, guys. And she is like the real deal. Yep, we're on the same wavelength. You know, when I say the word the wavelength, we're on the wavelength, the wavelength. So yes, guys, check out Shimmer Soul, and thank you for your kind donation so much. Thank you, sweetie. All right, so we're going to be a Patch. Patch. Is Patch still here? Let me hear from Patch if she's still here. If not, we go to Amy. Patch, Amy. Patch, Amy. Give Patch a moment to like get herself together. Is Patch still here? Has anyone seen her? Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay. All right, Patch. Did you say general or health? All right, the cards are falling. Did you say general or health, Patch? Let us know. I want to fall. Okay. Health. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, so we're on Patch. Patch would like something on health. Oh, let's get my chair together here. Get my chair together here. Chair. And then we'll do Amy, okay? I gotta scoot in. All right, here we are on Patch, health. Yes, thank you so much, sweetie. Yeah, I love Shimmer Soul. I do. All right. Okay, Patchy. I love me some Patch too. Can I get some? Can I get something? Just kidding. Just kidding. Y'all, I've been trying to get better humor. I've been getting better. I'm getting closer. Because see, Scorpios tend to be very serious. So if you're a Scorpio, admit, please, if you're a Scorpio in the house, admit that people may see you as uptight, too closed off, cold, and too serious. Right, guys? I know, got some Scorpios at the house. And so that is the reason why I am working on my, you know, like my humor and being more extrovert, less introvert. I try. Help a sister out. All right, Patch. All righty, and then good night, Amber. Love you, sweetie. Thanks for hanging out with us. You made it out. You were here late, so thank you so much for your time and your attention. And then if Sandra, Plumie, or anybody else, or Mel, I mean whoever else wants to come say hello, they're welcome to. There's no pressure, guys. There's never pressure, you know. Patch, you're a Taurus? Oh, Patchy. Oh, Patch. How I've learned to love the Taurus so much. It took everything out of me to learn to love the Taurus. But I can proudly say I've grown and I've loved Taurus. I embrace each all. All right, here we go. Here is Patch's reading. She has asked for health, so we're on health. Patch. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, well, here, I can't, the cards don't lie, guys. See, I shuffle the cards, and the cards come out, and they lay where they lay. That's how it works, guys. Okay. Mel, what sound is terrible? Mine? Is my sound terrible, guys? Let me know. Is my sound okay? Oh, yours. Oh, okay. Thank you. I wasn't sure. All right, so here we go, Patch. So Patch, right now you're having a breakthrough and you're learning to discover the balance between the polarities, which is so interesting that, like, you know, you're Taurus and you're balancing the polarities of, you know, yourself, right? The left and the right of the brain hemispheres, the yin and the yang, right? We got balance twice for you. So right now that tells me double confirmation that you are really going through a moment of integrating the balance of yourself. Find that, like, inner equilibrium. Like, the message could not be more clear with, you know, with Mel was saying, you know, being clear with that process, that inner stability. And then, of course, if you were here earlier in my message throughout this broadcast, I talked about that quite a bit here extensively. And so I feel that right now you're going through a lot of, Patch, heartache and loss. A lot of heartache and loss that's kind of disrupting your emotional stability. And so if that's the reason why you're off balance, then recognize that. But if you also recognize that maybe you've been off balance even before the heartache and loss, then think about the actions, the behaviors that you're doing that maybe keep you off balance, right? It's important because you want to build that firm foundation. That way you can come to your true inner power, all right, and be your best self. You're doing some work on accepting parts of yourself. You know, maybe parts of yourself that you don't really like that much. We all have parts of ourselves we don't like, but you're working on that inner growth and you're accepting, you're coming to terms with maybe even the heartache and the loss you've experienced emotionally. But don't let emotional pain affect your mental or emotional or your physical health, right? You got to make sure you discern and have those boundaries for yourself to be healthy, okay? And right now, I feel you're focused on coming into your true power of, why are you here? What is your purpose? How do you want to become your best self? The prosperity and the abundance around you, right? How do you tap into all that you know you deserve to be? That is your reading, Patch, okay? Let us know if it resonates. Thank you, Mel. Hey, Crispy. I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you in a while here on my channel, so I'm so excited to see ya. Hello. Edibles, oh my God, if I had an edible, fuck. I would worry for me. But I'm happy. Sometimes I have these, like, natural highs. I don't question them. I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'm going to go with it. All right. Anybody else? Amy, you here? Is Amy here? All right, cool. So Amy. Oh my God. First of all, I could never do an edible publicly. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. First of all, if I'm not mistaken, help me, guys. You know, I'm not really well versed in the alternative things. Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the edible is like, well, first of all, I don't want to assume. Is it not the edible is like marijuana? Yes or no? And if it is, well, number one, I don't even do marijuana even without being an edible format or any format. And so I don't know how I would be. It is? Oh, so, okay, so that's what I thought it was for a second. When I heard the word edible, that's what I believed it was, or thought it was. I've been learning more about it recently here, although it's not my forte, but I've been learning about it. And oh, I know, right, Crispy? Yeah, if I ever did an edible, I don't want to do it online, number one. Number two, I have to decide, I don't even know if I want to do it at all. I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I already have heightened awareness, and so I worry like what that would do to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might giggle too much. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what would happen to me. I don't know. We're not doing it online. We gotta be able to like for me. Yeah. But you know, but I'm not against it at all. I think it's healthy for those for many people, like opening your chakra systems, also tapping into your higher awareness, exploring dimensions, realms, and of course there's more to that. There's more to that. I personally can tap in without an edible. So I wonder if I did that, like, what would happen to me? What's gonna happen to me? Not in a bad way, but you know, who's gonna help me? Who's gonna be there with me? Thank you, Pash. Let us know, please. Okay. We're on Amy, okay? All right, love you, Mel. We're on Amy's reading, okay? All right. Hold on, I had a couple cards fall. Let me pick these up, and then we'll get started on Amy's reading. Okie dokies. Ooh. Okay, we're back. We back in business. Woo. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right. Okay. 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 All right. So we're on Amy. Amy. I'm happy Amy has made her appearance back here. We love Amy. Amy. Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. That's awesome, Shimmer Soul. Is it what state are you in, Shimmer Soul? I'm totally for, legalization of whatever it takes to help a person heal, and natural homeopathic remedies that I believe in, for sure. All right, we're on Amy. So Amy, here we go. So right now, what Amy is going through is a rebirth. We all go through these rebirths when things have not turned out in our favor and we feel heartbroken or at a loss for things that take place in our life. And we've got a rebirth here happening for Amy. When we face loss, it's easy and natural for us to want to kind of like retreat and emotionally withdraw from what's taking place. We know that change is inevitable, and so we sometimes resist that change. We sometimes think that that's a negative or a bad, but really change is here to help push us to become our best self, okay? We can embrace the change as something positive. We come into our power, okay? And so right now I feel for Amy, she's going through a lot of change. She might be resisting some of it because, of course, it's unfamiliar, it's uncomfortable, and sometimes we don't want to do things that we know we're supposed to do for ourselves. But I do feel positive things on the other side of that growth point. I do feel you, Amy, going through an awakening process, that rebirth, right? You're becoming new. You're really tapping into your true self, and you're seeing things for what it really is. And when you embrace yourself and you love yourself, you can actually celebrate the progress you have made over these years, right? Sometimes we get so stuck and trapped into the mindset of, well, I'm not good enough, I suck, no one likes me, I can't do anything right. And that keeps us prisoner and trapped of realities that are not necessarily true. But we've trained ourselves to think this way, the mindset, because it's easy, for us to just say, well, this is why it is. But reality is right here in your face, Amy, helping you go through the rebirth process, transforming the pain into positivity, transforming and transmuting who you were and who you're going to become tomorrow, and today, tomorrow, and going forward, right? Embracing the process, loving yourself with all the pieces of who you are. So that is your reading, Amy. Let me know if it resonates for you. And in the meantime, we'll wait for Amy's response. Well, I will close out our broadcast right there, okay, guys? I love you guys so much. I'm honored to lead us in this group effort. We are a collective, but we operate as one, right? When you learn to respect the process and be comfortable in the unknown terrain, the darkness, the unknown, the unfamiliar, when we can learn to embrace all that's coming at us, right? And tune into your true inner self, that is when you really learn to build the confidence, the inner knowingness of who you're supposed to be, right? And we remove all the layers of ourselves. We all have lots of layers, guys. We all got lots of layers, right? All the layers, And that's important, that we are not masking ourselves, right, through illusion or disillusion. Like, let's be real with ourselves and honor who we are. Yay, Amy says it resonates. Woo. Shimmer Soul says, my throat is cleaning up. I have a tiny second channel. Would love to do your cards sometimes. Oh, for sure. For sure. Can you email me the link to that, Shimmer Soul, so I can go check you out? I would love for you to do a reading on yours truly. Can I get a love reading? Can I get a love reading? Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. All right. All right, guys. So yeah, totally email me, Shimmer Soul, at katrinacatris@gmail.com. That way I can get your link, share with our friends and family here. Amy says she will message me later and share details. I'm happy about that. Crispy says double hearts for Crispy. Crispy, I'm so happy you showed up, girl. I haven't seen you in forever here on this channel. And so you've been here for a long time, and we miss you. I miss you. Absolutely. You know I support all of our family members here, 100%. All right, guys. So nobody else wanted anything, so that's cool. Well, we can close this one out, and then if y'all want me to do another broadcast, like maybe tomorrow or the next day, we all just hang out and just chill and just chat, we can do that, because this one's already hitting 3-hour mark. So what I want to do is, if y'all are down, email me or message me, however y'all want to message me. And if even like a Shimmer Soul, Crispy, Plumie, Sandra, if y'all want to hang out with me for a show, okay, let's do a gathering. We just hang out and chill and have fun. You know, fun, chill, hang out. This live stream has gone on for about 3 hours. I was so happy for us because we did get through the content that I was delivering the message on, and that's awesome. I'm happy and proud of us. So definitely email me for those who want to chill. Hey, Spirit of Atlantis, Plumie says she's back. Woohoo! Yeah, fun, chill, hangout for sure. We do have a Discord group, guys. It's very private though. It's not open to the public. It's not. I vet everybody. I'm the only one that allows people to come in or come out, etc. We keep it safe. We like safety and security. Safe and sound first. Lock those doors. But anyways, the point, guys, is that if y'all would like another broadcast in the next day or two, email me so I know you want to hang out and chill, and I'll make that agenda surround that information, okay? So I love you guys so much. Thank you for being with me this entire experience. This broadcast was beautiful and amazing. I think that we got really good content out there, and I hope that I brought you some value and insight and perspective at the bare minimum. And I hope that your experience here was valuable, that you felt that you had to return your investment by being with me, okay? Be safe out there, guys. Love and light to everyone. Love you guys, okay? I'll see y'all soon. Email me if you want to hang out. We'll do a little, chill session, okay? Separate from my development group. All right, guys? I love you guys so much. I want a reading from Shimmer Soul and from Spirit. All right?